This book was produced by 75 village women in a set of workshops, and then they brought it to us and asked us if we would publish it for them, and we did. And they had a condition with us, case the price of this should be kept really low so that village women could use it. And so we did that, and since we published it, now thousands and thousands of copies of it have been sold to village women. So in that sense, it's a book that no other publisher would have done, because it's not commercially viable. But we did it because we had a commitment to women's issues. Last year, we published this wonderful book, Baby Haldar's autobiography, called A Life Less Ordinary. Baby is a domestic servant, or a maid who works in a house as a domestic worker. She had taught herself to read and write with the help of her employer, and she wrote this book in which she talks about her very difficult life as a child bride, being married at the age of 14 and then being in a violent relationship and so on. We tracked her down and found the book, and I just loved it. I loved it for what it was doing, but I loved it for who she was. A poor woman working in a house as a domestic help, somebody who would never have the chance to write and who would never have the chance to be read. And so we decided to publish the book, and I liked it so much that I decided to translate it. And through that English translation, Baby's voice has now reached out extremely widely. It's now an international bestseller. It's translated into over 20 languages, 8 in India and the rest abroad. And she is now known as a wonderful international writer.
मेरा किताब पढ़ के बहुत औरत को बहुत कुछ मिला है। बहुत मतलब वो लोग फ़ोन पे बात करते हैं, फ़ोन करते हैं, चिट्ठी लिखते हैं। जो आपका किताब पढ़ के मुझे ऐसा लगता है जो मैं कुछ करूँ, मुझे भी कुछ करने का इच्छा होता है। हर एक औरत ने मेरा किताब पढ़ के कहानी लिखे हैं, तो ये सब सुन के मुझे भी अच्छा लगता है, जो मैंने अच्छा ही किया इस तरह से लिख के।
Suddenly they feel they're not speaking in a vacuum. They're not thinking in a vacuum. What they're thinking has a space, needs to be said. And our job is to convey that, from the author to the readers. The author has something to say, the readers want to hear it. If we can convey it in the best possible way, we can help in this process of empowering the writer and providing a space for women.
जिस लोगों के सामने मैं खड़ा हो नहीं पाते थे, वो लोग मुझे अपने यहाँ बुला के पास में बैठा के बहुत सम्मान से प्यार देते हैं, बहुत सम्मान देते हैं।
अब तो बड़े-बड़े पब्लिशर आपके पीछे पड़ जाएंगे, कहेंगे ये तो
नहीं, जो भी पढ़ेंगे तो सबसे पहले तो मेरा जुबान नूरबसी बुटालिया है, उसके बाद देखा जाएगा।
These women have been sensitive enough to listen to the notes of agony and anguish pounding in the hearts of oppressed and marginalized women of India. Through their work, we witness the unseen shackles of the sanctuary loosening their grip on Indian women, the wilderness disappearing, the sound of a new music composed by the women, shaking your self and soul beyond belief. A new era of enlightenment and empowerment is taking shape. Now, collectively, they can assert their rightful place and dignity in society and democracy.